I just received a gift from Virtual Daggerwin. It's an apology for stealing my bale yesterday. Wait, hasn't he just given me my own pallet of maple syrup as a gift? Yes, he has. I had 2 there yesterday. Thanks, Virtual Daggerwin. Straight from the heart. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So I'm just going to drop off the mower here. Make sure it doesn't roll off the back of this little hillside. And we're going to pick up the baler. Actually, I wonder if we can afford to get the bale wrapper for square bales. We could sell the round baler. That would be actually quite good. I'll just do a bit of research quickly. Oh, or better yet, I've just discovered this in the sale. That is actually quite unusual for this to be a coincidence, but it genuinely was a coincidence. We have got the Pottinger Impress 185 VC Pro, and it's obviously a baler and wrapper combination. So what we could do is sell the wrapper and this baler. We'll probably have to do it in 2 trips. I suppose I could put it onto the trailer. Yes, because we have a telehandler and stuff. I'll just get those loaded up. Crack, this baler's heavy. Okay, so we've got them both on board. We'll go and park the telehandler in the shed. And this is going to be good, because not only do we do 2 jobs at the same time, but it's just going to make everything so much faster and potentially cheaper, because it is, all in one instead of having 2 separate machines. We'll have to use diesel to run both, obviously. Just going to say we could possibly take the tomatoes as well, but we don't really have that much space. That has taken up the entire trailer. So yeah, today what I want to do is windrow these 3 fields, that one, this one, and one over there, and of course do the baling. That's the whole point of sorting out the balers here. And yeah, I think it's going to be all silage. It does seem to be the right thing to do, because although we're going to need some more hay in the future, the grass is going to regrow pretty quickly, and as soon as we have cleared these 3 fields, we can apply nitrogen. Well, the top 2 are going to be turned into a different crop, probably oats, but the bottom one is going to remain as grass that can be fertilised and left to regrow. I'm aware of the bit of straw that we have left in the baler, but really it's so insignificant, it doesn't matter. We'll just sell it. Okay, so that is everything in the trigger. I will try and repair everything if I can do. Well, that's cheap, 262. So that's going to bring £17,000 in, and that one is 12 roughly. Surprised how little wear we have on those. Okay, so we have 73,000, well, pretty much £74,000. This is still here, thank goodness. Imagine if it had disappeared after selling my 2 machines. As for the wheels, I really don't have a preference. They're all the same to me. They're all good. I would just close my eyes, keep flicking through, and open next. Okay, I actually crashed my video recording software by spamming the left mouse button. So there we go. I've gone for that. And there we go, there it is. It's a big thing. What we could really do with is a low loader. I'd still keep this trailer because it's extremely handy, but if we had a low loader as well, that would be very helpful. Okay, and yeah, very happy with my choice of tractor that I purchased yesterday. I bought this in the previous episode. And this tractor's second job for today will be baling. I'm going to do the windrowing with the Massey Ferguson tractor, which will probably take a bit of time. I'm just going to leave it here. The Massey Ferguson tractor likely does still have the narrow tyres. Indeed. Well, we'll keep them on for now, just for today. But it is mostly doing potato work and spraying, so it's probably no bad thing having the narrow tyres. Yeah, so because this windrowing is going to take so long, what I'll probably do is time-lapse the first 2 fields and then do this field off camera. Or I could do the 2 fields first and then come back to this one afterwards. And for the first time we're going to be able to clear these bales using the telehandler, which I'm really looking forward to. It's just going to be much easier than using the tractor. You don't have to worry about it being too heavy or too light on the back. You wouldn't have thought that too heavy on the back is an issue, but with the weight that I've been using, it actually is. Yeah, 3.3 tons actually makes the tractor at the front lift up. Wow, that is a chunky looking setup. Decent tractor and decent baler. Oh, and decent trailer, of course. Mustn't forget the trailer. I wouldn't want to offend my equipment. Have you ever been on a farm where the equipment doesn't like you? It's an awful experience. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to continue with this. We have done, over the past, we've done quite a lot of grass work. And that is actually part of the reason why these two fields are going to be changed into a combine of a crop. But we don't need them anyway. We don't need that much grass. So we might as well change them. This side can just turn into that field there. It'll be good. Be a big improvement. Okay, so as you can see, I have made it to the bottom of this final field. It's been a bit of a job, but it's almost done. I think that is the best way, though. Just do it instead of just keep leaving it to hang over us. We want to make as much money as possible. Just get all the fields done at the same time and get it all wrapped up, quite literally. Okay, is that everything? Or there might have been a little bit just over on the far side. It's a little bit wide, I suppose. Possibly making it worse there. But anyway, there we go. Field finished. So we can now get cracking with our brand new baler, which I'm looking forward to. I think we can have 150 centimetre bales if we're going to be wrapping. You can go for the biggest at 180 if we are just dropping without wrapping. So yeah, 150 it is. I'm not too sure how many thousands of litres that would be. Oh, I need to do the cows' food. They've got a little bit, but we'll just very quickly do that off camera. I'll just drop off this next to the telehandler, or maybe next to the baler actually. There looks to be a bit more space there. Actually, it's going to be worth checking the environmental score as well. I don't expect it to be that good in this top area because I still haven't done the nitrogen, but as soon as I have done the nitrogen, that should change things quite significantly. Okay, let's just take a quick look. 65, 76, 86, oh wow. That was really good. Okay then, right. Food. Okay. I think that's an acceptable mixture. This time though, I'm going to make sure I'm in the right position. Before I was right on the edge of the trigger, I kept stopping. There we go. Enjoy, cows. We'll have to do another feed mixture fairly soon, but that will keep them going for a bit. This cow is really enjoying it. If it could, I'm sure it would eat all of that. But it has to share it with its friends. It is a greedy cow. Okay, right. So, let's get this attached. I shall put the trailer in the yard overflow area. Seems like a suitable place for it. Very nice. And here we go. So I must be careful with what I select. 150, that's 150, but it should take it to 180, yep. But 150, I'm pretty sure, is our limit for wrapping. Is it going to automatically wrap? I think it is. I hope it is. But if we do just get one random grass bale, it's not the end of the world. It can be fed to the sheep. Actually, the sheep will need some bales at some point. It does take them quite some time to get through even one bale, so they should be okay for a few months. Okay, let's just make sure that it's actually going to wrap it. It's 5,500 litres per bale. I think the smaller capacity one, which we had on, no, we still have it actually, on Attingham Park, I think that was producing 4,500 litres. So we're getting 1,000 litres extra, which I suppose does make all the difference. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Of course, if we want to change the wrap colour, we should be able to by taking it over to the store, change the configuration, but soon I will have my own toolbox. In fact, I'm still very determined to get the workshop by Lancy Boy. We should have some space to build that down in the new field. So it begins, yes, the massive baling and wrapping session. At least we don't have to wait for the wrapper to continue. So much faster than baling it first and then coming back with the wrapper. This is great. This is much better. Well, that's this field pretty much finished. I should probably check the statistics and see how many bales we have so far. We do have a few bits dotted around. This is all going to be re-drilled though, so all these missed bits will disappear. I don't think they really add up to too much, so it's not really worth even using fuel to drive around trying to get them. Besides, we have loads of grass. But yeah, ignoring the one which we currently have in the baler, let us very quickly take a look and see how many we have. 13. Okay, so if we've got 13 from that, then from the field down there, I'd probably guess 20 to 25, maybe 20 to 30. We will see. But yes, this big job starts now. Here's the next bale. It is actually a pretty big field, this. A huge field. So they will take a bit of time to ferment, probably 2 days. We are not at the best time, I don't think. Like, it's probably going to be about August time when it's ready to sell. Let me just check silage. That is so typical. Nice. So we'll have to wait until January. But that's not a huge problem. I can quite easily just move them all to the side of a field, and then we can pick them up again and take them to the sell point. It would be nice to have an auto stacker, but I think for this year we're going to have to use the telehandler. The telehandler in itself is a huge improvement over what we had before. The tractor was okay, but it wasn't the fastest thing ever. We're getting there. Most of my bales from that side, though, have ended up down in the trees. I don't think I've lost any to the lake. Hopefully not, anyway. But yeah, they've all sort of congregated around the tree area. I will show you in just a second. Just get this done. Just got to go up and then down. But it's pretty good. I've just taken a look at the statistics. I think we're on about 34 or 35. 35. And a few more to come. So, not bad. Yes, there we go. You can see down there. Looks like we have a clear ringleader. Yes, they're all arranged as if they're all listening to this bale. And this one's on its side. This is the ringleader. I'll have to deal with you. Should be able to get one more bale out of this, hopefully. And anything which is left in the baler can be carried over to the next field that we do in the future. It'll be converted into straw, most likely. Okay, right, so that was the final silage bale. Just get this picked up. Okay, for this piece. But yeah, the mammoth job is done. So we had a total of 37. Not bad at all. I'm now going to lift the pickup. We'll take this back to the yard. We'll put it in the shed if we can do. Hopefully I can do. I thought I was keeping the John Deere baler down in the bottom shed, but apparently not. So what I'll do is I'll put this baler in the bottom shed. Out of the way, ringleader. Should have space. Indeed we do. The potato planter is not going to be used for quite some time. It might even be worth selling it, actually. So we'll just pop it here. And yeah, I don't know if I actually need the John Deere again today. What we really need is the telehandler. So I'll just put this here. Here's the telehandler. As for the trailer, yeah, I don't think we need it today because the trailer's probably going to be needed for other things like the French fries or anything really, any other product. So it'd be good just to make some stacks in their own fields. So 3 stacks, or well, probably 2 stacks. These can combine. And then, yeah, once they've fermented, we can load them all up from the stack and take them over to the sell point. It would be good if I can get this load of bales out of the field because it needs to be drilled. Just wondering, maybe just here. Might as well make use of this bit of land next to the forest. So yeah, I've got 37 bales to move. Sounds like quite a lot, but really once I get going, it should not take too long. And I will try and do them in pairs. If I can do. What I don't want is for these to all start rolling away. So I should probably put 1 or 2 on their side to act like a bale chock. Well, there we go. Got a good stack here. And yeah, we've got 2 more over here, but I think we're going to put them down in the bottom stack. In fact, these can be the 2 on their side if we need side ones. It's pretty good though. 11,000 litres for every 2. I haven't done the calculation, but for 37, that's going to equate to quite a bit of money. Now, this field is, of course, going to remain a grass field, so I'm quite tempted just to put them here, just in the middle. well, in the middle at the side, because we don't need to clear the way for anything. They're taking a little bit of grass, but by the time the grass is ready to cut again, these bales will have gone. So just put that there, and I can now start to move these. Of course, the gang down there needs to be moved. Didn't fancy putting the ringleader as the bale chock. It would have probably moved and let them all go. Right then, okay, so we just have 3 more to go after this. Oh no. No, no, no. Don't collapse now. This is supposed to be a good stack. Well, you get the idea with it. It's definitely not the best stack in the world, but they are stacks. So, yes, we can just come along when it's fermented and, yeah, just quickly load them onto a trailer to sell. This one I stacked earlier. But it is quite tricky going uphill. It's fairly heavy and it's quite steep. So it would have been nice to do some other stuff as well today, but I knew this was going to be a huge job. In fact, considering at the beginning of this episode it was, well, there were 3 fields of growing grass, and now we have fermenting silage stacked relatively neatly at the side of both fields. Yeah, that's not bad. So it means tomorrow we can do spraying, drilling, maybe harvesting, we'll see. But there we go, yes, it's an interesting stack anyway. It's good enough for the time being. And yes, it's probably been frustrating a few other people, but this bag over here, it's been irritating me with it being sat here. I put it in the shed. I'm using a bale spike, but I think it will be able to lift it. Yep, good. Yeah, so we're just going to put this back in the yard, and I think we'll call it a day. No doubt we're going to be needing this soon anyway, so I'll keep it on the bale spike. Until next time. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.